Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow Earth travelers. Obelix here, back with you today from Just Not Enough Mods 2. How y'all doing today? So as you can see, I am fully decked out in Neptunium armor. I have been doing a little bit of fishing between episodes, and we got a little bit of enchantment going on it. Now, we had caught a few of these last time, but I have done some more fishing, caught a few more. So we got a full suit of Neptunium, which is awesome. With our handy-dandy iron rod here, and I do now have a Neptunium rod, but I can't get the enchants I want on it to be able to. Remember that we need this Angler's Bounty 2 is the one that really gets us the good stuff. You see I built us a little bit of a dock here, and we're just storing fish there, and all the other bits and bobs over here, with the exception of the Neptunium stuff, which we're taking up into the house. Now you can see with this new Neptunium armor, we now swim super fast. We hold level. We don't go up or down. We do not need to breathe. So we can just kind of cruise the oceans at our whim without need of worry, which is awesome. One nice little trench here. Actually haven't been over here. Very nice, very nice. So yeah, totally digging the armor, totally digging it. Hello? What hurted me? It wasn't the dolphin. What tried to hurt me? Are there bad things out there? You see we have what is kind of like the equivalent of night vision while we're underwater. And it fades when you come up to the surface. You get the little blinky blink. Oh, now we got the dolphin's grace. Hello. Yeah, pretty darn cool. So, I have updated the pack to .60, which is the latest. You guys know I don't like updating packs while we're playing a series. And I am regretting doing this update. Glad I made a backup first. Because there's some things that changed that, well, I don't agree with. And I think we're probably going to be rolling back. Let me show you some examples. And this is just what I found so far. First thing I found is this guy. So you can see we got a vanilla enchantment table here. And we got this stupid mod, which I can't stand, which forces you to play stupid Tetris in order to get your enchants. You have to move little pieces over and pick new pieces, and it's just ridiculous. I do not like it at all. Not a fan. And my biggest complaint is not that the mod is in the pack, but it's how the mod does what it does. I have no problem if they want to put a new enchantment table in and add this functionality into that enchantment table. Perfectly fine with that. I do not like that they took a vanilla enchantment table, just a regular old Minecraft vanilla enchantment table, and changed its function. That is what I do not appreciate. Leave the vanilla stuff be vanilla. You want to add to it, add your own blocks, add your own things. Don't change vanilla function. I don't like that in the slightest. Especially not when I have to play stupid Tetris to do that. Another thing that's broke is some of the Mekanism stuff. So Mekanism did get updated, and they changed a few things around, and it squirreled up some of the versions of metals you can use in different recipes. I'll give you an example. We had made these steel ingots in the last episode. They no longer work to make universal cables. That's the recipe for universal cables. So you now have to remake everything as these silenced gems steel ingots. Not a huge fan. If you had, crafted up a whole bunch, and unfortunately we didn't craft up anything but 4. So for us, it's not a huge deal. But, you got a player that's, spent days and days and days crafting a whole bunch of these ingots to work on a big project. And then you make that kind of a change. Well, all those ingots are no longer good for them. Now, I could flip into creative and switch them over and do those kind of things, but that's not available to every player. If they're playing on a server and they're not up on that server, they can't do that. Now, maybe the server admin helps them out, maybe they don't. You don't know. You just don't know. And I think it's better not to make that kind of a change, partway through a pack. If you do, add one thing, make sure you leave in what's there before. Just so you don't have that kind of an impact to the players. So, given the things I'm already seeing, making me a little bit nervous of what's going on, I do think I'm going to revert, and we're probably not going to be doing any more updates. We're probably just going to leave it as is. So, let me flip it back, and I'll bring you back. Alright, and we're back on 0.5.3, so I flushed 0.6.0. And I don't think, just thinking about it when I was reverting back, I don't think I really explained why I am very strong, have very strong feelings about altering vanilla Minecraft items and how they work. So let me see if I can better explain that. When you have new players playing modded Minecraft for the first time, and I've played on a lot of different servers with a lot of different mod packs, with a lot of different people over the last half decade. New players find modded Minecraft, we're talking players that have only ever played vanilla, find modded Minecraft very, very daunting. It makes them very nervous, and a lot of players play it for 10-15 minutes, look at this and go, oh crap, this is beyond me. I don't know what all this is. I don't know how all this works. And they get nervous and they leave. They don't come back. And that's a poor Minecraft experience, and I don't want people to have that experience. So you need to give them anchors. You need to give them things that are familiar to them. You should, when you start a modded Minecraft world, be able to play as if it was vanilla. Unless we're talking, specific packs that are quest-based. Those it's a little, you can be a little more specific about what you need to do. But a pack like this, that is just an open world pack, do what you want, when you want, how you want. You need to have that ground base. These are the perfect type packs for people starting with modded Minecraft for the very first time. But they need to have that base that never changes, and that should be things within vanilla Minecraft. The function and structure of things in vanilla Minecraft should not change. A vanilla Minecraft furnace should act like a regular old furnace. An enchanter should be just like a regular enchanter. You shouldn't have to play Tetris to get it to enchant something. That's the kind of thing I think that runs people off, at least in my experience. And again, I've played with thousands of people, across, 40, 50 servers over the last half decade. So, I'm not new to this game. I've seen a lot of things. I'm not trying to say I'm the most experienced in the world and know everything, but in the experience I have had, that has been a huge issue for players, especially new players, and I don't like seeing that. So hopefully that explains it. But we do now have our regular old vanilla enchanter back. Hallelujah. So we are back to gravy there. One other thing that changed, and I don't know if this was intentional or not, it wasn't mentioned in any of the, or in the update notes. The sort button was removed. The filter button was still there, but the sort button was removed. Not a deal breaker, but I really do like that sort button. That thing is super handy. So I was sad to see it go. But we're going to hang out in this version for a while. another version comes out, we may check it out. But I don't know if I'll check it out. I definitely won't update the, the video, what we're using for the video until I give it a little bit more thorough of a looking. But let's continue on with what I wanted to do today. Today I want to get off of this coal power. So we're burning this. We have this coal generator. We're burning coal power to power our Mekanism machines. I want to get off of that and get onto solar power. So let's take a look at that. So we're going to search for mech. So at mech. Now, for those that haven't played, if you've played, you know this. Move on past it. But since I just did a whole spiel about new players, let me explain. Whenever you're playing modded Minecraft and you got JEI sitting over here, you can use the @ symbol, the shift of the number 2, to define a specific mod and only search the items within that mod. So the mod we're playing with today is called Mekanism. So if I just start typing the word Mekanism and it is a K instead of a CH, you notice it only pulls up the blocks that are within Mekanism. So a super helpful thing. I use it all the time. Because, without it, you got an 11-page list here. And these pages, depending on how many mods are in this pack, this could be a 300-page list. I've seen them up that high before. I've seen them higher than that before. So it can be really daunting to search. Especially if you don't, Mekanism has a bajillion machines, and I don't remember the names of every dadgum one of them. So just being able to search for just machines within Mekanism and pick out the one I needed. I remember what it looks like, but I can't remember its name. This is a super handy way to do that. So, we want to make solar panels, and so there's 2 tiers of solar panels within Mekanism. There's the lower end one called a solar generator. Then there's the higher end one, which is an advanced solar generator. Well, if we click on how to make an advanced one, we see we have to make the smaller ones anyway. So we're going to start with the smaller ones because you have to anyway. Now to make these guys, we're going to need energy tablets. We've made these before. So we need 1 per solar panel. To make the advanced solar panel, we needed 4 of the regular solar panels. So we want to try to make that our goal today. So that means we're going to need 4 of these energy tablets. Now that's just gold, infused alloy, and redstone. So let's see if we have enough material. And we got enough gold, that's good. And I've already forgot what else we needed. I have the world's worst memory for stuff like this. Alright, 4 redstone per. So let's just do this. 2, 3, 4. Alright. And what else? We need infused alloys, which is an iron ingot and a redstone in our metallurgic infuser. Now I did have a comment that I did not use these enriched blocks last time. They're not blocks. What the heck are they? Tablets? I don't know what you would call them. And they don't even show. Oh, here they are, right here. I did mention them in the last video, but I didn't actually use them. The reason I didn't use them is because each one of these will get you 8 of the items you want, and I didn't have the resources to be able to do that. So it didn't make sense to use it. I would have been wasting anyway, but I will show you this time how to do it because we're going to need that many. So, and we have the resources. So normally you would take, down here in your metallurgic infuser, you would take 8 of your iron ingots. You would take 8 dusts of redstone, drop it in here, and it would make your alloy. What I'm going to do is, instead, I'm going to take this redstone dust and drop it in our metallurgic infusion, our enrichment chamber. Man, I'm already screwing up the names of the machines. Told you these names get a little bit confusing in Mekanism. So now that we've enriched it, we have the enriched redstone. So now if we drop this in this purple section, you notice it counts for 80 instead of 10. So it'll allow you to process 8 of the iron ingots. So it is a resource saver, but if you don't have, if you're not going to make all 8, if I didn't have 8 iron and I wasn't going to make all 8, there's no point in doing it, because you're just going to leave material here to go to waste that you're going to have to dump anyway. So you might as well just use the redstone dust. So we'll let these guys run. In the interim, let's go ahead and get our osmium. We need 2 osmium per. So we're going to need 2 osmium per. There we go. And we'll get into these in a minute. We're going to need some more alloy, but we're going to need 4 iron. Alright, so we need... We just need 1 iron per, right? So we just need 4 iron total. We should come up with like a little project chest, I think. Yeah, let's do that. We'll put our project chest right here. Alright, so this is our tablets. Everything we need for our 4 tablets. And we're going to put these here. Let's just do this. Okay, is the osmium for the tablet? No, the osmium is for the machines themselves. So we'll put that down here, as well as the iron. Like so. Okay. And this should be done. And we're out of power. Of course. Which is why we want to get on some solar. Of course, it wouldn't be working right now. We'd have to go to sleep, but whatever. Let's get some power going. There we go. And we need 2 per. There we go. So we'll get those going. Let's get it evened out. Perfect. Now we start looking at these guys. Now this is going to take some glass. Glass panes, to be specific. Glass panes are a pain. I was wondering if I had some glass already. It looks like I do not. So we're going to need... What is it? 4 times 3, so we're going to need 12, and I think that makes 16, does it not? So let's go ahead and cook these up in our energized smelter. Those are done. So we pop those here. So we should be able to now take all of this and make our tablets. So we want 4 of those. And of course they don't stack. That's fine. But we got our 4 tablets in place. Perfect. How's this doing? 1 more. We're going to be good. Boom, bang, boom. Oh, we need 3 more. Dang it. Forget my vanilla recipes. So let's get those cooking. Now one thing we can do, this is our vanilla crafting bench. Regular old crafting bench, just like everybody would know, and I love that. We can update it to a higher tier crafting bench. Not a higher tier, but one that's, this is more like the one you find in Tinker's Tools, for anyone familiar with that, where you can put items in it. They actually display on the top of the crafting table, and you notice they stay in the crafting table when you're not in it. So that's kind of cool. I think there's even one more. So we can make these little half crafting tables, half slab crafting tables. Did they hold items? Let's see. Yep, they display and hold items. Kind of cute little things. But see, they've added these cool blocks, but they didn't change the original crafting table at all, and that's really, really cool. You know, you're adding your functionality that you want to add, but without impacting what was already there, and I love that. I think, wasn't there even one more crafting table in this pack? Let's see. Yeah, the Silent Gear one. For that, we need crafting table, we need some 6 planks, We need a log or a chest. And one of these things. What is this? Just paper, stone, and a log. Words in my mouth. Stone and a plank. Plank, I said. Plank, I said. Get the planks. I might want a crafting table to make the crafting table. So we're going to use one of our little halfies. Little cute guys. Alright. What are we missing? Oh, paper. Paper. We got paper. Not a problem. We are paper rich. It's a paper rich environment. Alright, so we make that. We can make that. Not a problem. I said pull it out. Let's go. We can make that. We don't need a trapped one. We just need a regular one. I'll just make it by hand. There we go. And we should be able to do that. Now we have this crafting table. And because it had a chest in the recipe, you now get a storable chest on the side of it where you can actually put items that you use frequently into there. Now, does it show the item and keep the item? Well, it doesn't show it, but it does keep it. And that's just fine. So, I think maybe we'll use this guy. So, let's go ahead and put some of this stuff away. Where's my wood? There we go. So we'll use this guy because as I'm building these things, you know, I can just drop those in there. Once I get the 3 more, come over here, and we go back to at Mechanism, and we say we are building a solar panel, and we need this glass. Oh, this is all dyed glass. We don't want that. We want this. We can go boom, bam, and see it pulled out of here, no problem. So that is what, 3 per and 3. Perfect. Oops, nope, that goes down there. Now, what else do we need? We need 3 osmium and 2. Ooh, we should make a separate section for our panels. Yeah. Okay. Because we got to make these, then all the rest of the stuff is for that other. Yeah, we're going to have to make some more of those too. Okay, so let's make 16 of the enriched alloy. Which means we're going to make 2 of those. Get those processing. And that will be for these guys. Because we're going to need 8 of them. 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. Then we need another 1 for each of these guys, so that'll be enough. And we're going to need some more osmium. We need 3 per. So let's get 3 of those. Fantastic. What else do we need? Redstone, 2 per. Okay. Let's get that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And boop boop. Got those, got those, got those. And that'll get us 160 means 16. Just drop the 0 off the end of it. It's kind of like buckets in modded Minecraft. Buckets never tell you 1 bucket. It's like 2,000 millibuckets, which is a bucket. So I think that's everything we need for these. Do we have the iron? Yep, we got the iron, we got the tablet. We got this. We're waiting on these. We'll have these here shortly. Okay, so to make the bigger guy, there he is, the advanced one, we're going to need 2 more alloy and 3 more iron. So we're just going to take 1, 2, 3 iron. And then let's go ahead and make 8 more alloy. Like that. So we'll put the 3 iron up here, out of the way. And this is just how I like to do stuff. It helps keep my mind straight and make sure I have all the items I need. But you can do it however you want. Some people just dump it all in their inventory. Some people do one thing at a time. It's all good. As long as you get there, that's all that matters. So we'll put those in there. Now we got 8 of these to play with. We need 1 per each of these. Like that. And then, wasn't it 2 per for this? Yep, it sure was. So that'll get us 2 of them. So far, we got 2 more to go. We have 1 more to go. Slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. Come on, come on, come on. Give me my last one. Give me, give me. There we go. So that'll get those. Alright, so let's put all these in here. We're going to make 4 of these guys. That is not enough by any means of the... why am I not clicked on a craft? I think that was a crafting table. Oh, Lord have mercy. And I don't think I have enough of these. I think my brain was not thinking right. I made 4. I need 3 per. I don't know what I was thinking. So we're going to need a whole bunch more of those. Why y'all let me do stupid things like that? I just made a whole big deal about this is how I keep stuff straight. I don't keep nothing straight. You see, even when you have a method of keeping things straight, you still get confused. Let's see. We're going to need... Let's do that. So, that would be what you call when you're making a video or doing a stream, your brain doesn't work right. It's just a fact. You know, any streamer or gamer will tell you, you know, when they're streaming or whatever, they don't do things as well as they would do if they weren't streaming. Because you're half thinking about, okay, is this video turning out okay? You know, part of your brain cycles are going somewhere else. You know, how long is the video getting? You're thinking about all this stuff in the background, right? And it gets stupid. You do really, really dumb things. What else do I need to do? And apparently I'm just worse today than normal. And normal ain't good, so... okay. We need a bunch of osmium. How many of these things do we need more of? Okay, so we need 3, 6, 7, 8. We need 8 of them. Okay, so... we need 8. I want a different project chest. Uh-oh. I would like wood. That's what I would like. Could I have some wood, sir? Some wood, please. I only need 1. It's fine. We're going to put that right here. I don't think... oh, they can, because it's cyclic. So, we're going to need... take these. And we need 8. That's 9. There you go. There's 8. We'll set that there for now. So, we're also going to need 3 osmium per. So let's go boom, boom, and boom. Fantastic. How we doing over here? How we doing here? And we got some more of those. Great. Okay, let's do a double shot around. And that should be more than what we need. We need, glass-wise, 3 per. So let's go 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we got all the glass we need. And then we need, what, 2 infused alloy per? Ooh, Ooh, I only put one. We need two. We're going to need to make some more infused alloy. Let's just do 16 more. There we go. Pop those in there. Pop those in there. No. No. You go there. You go there. No. I only need one. What am I doing? See what I mean? Streamer brain, even though I'm not streaming. So we need 2 redstone per. So there's 1 and 2. Perfect. That should get us good. In the meantime, let's go ahead and turn these over here. Get those cooking. We don't need them right now, but we will need them eventually. Oop, there's an extra piece of glass in there we don't need. Excellent. Now, did I forget anything? That's the question. What did I screw up this time? Let's find out. Not a thing. Excellent. Okay. And then we should just be able to take those across. Fantastic. So now, looking at these guys. We need 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Perfect. We need 2 and 1. 2 and 1. Perfect. So we should be able to make 4 of these basic ones. Now you gotta make them one at a time because again the tablets don't stack. So just shift click them in and you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Or plus click them in. It's all good. It's like making dispensers. There we go. So now to make our advanced one, we need 4 of those, 2 infused alloy, and 3 iron. So we need that. We need that. And then there's our pattern right there. Now we're going to hold off because I'm going to show you what this guy does. Let me grab this. Perfect. Before I can show you what this guy does, we have to make some way to hold energy, right? So let's make a cube. Where's our energy cubes? There's a basic energy cube. So basic energy cube holds 8,000 Fe, and Fe is just their equivalent of power. So I said 8,000, I meant 800,000. Good grief. Then you have an advanced one that holds 3.2 million. That's a huge jump from here to here. The next one up holds, it's an elite and it holds 12 million. That's another huge jump, but not as big of a jump as this. Next one up is the ultimate and it's 51 million. And then we get into the creatives. So if we look at the base one, it's relatively simple with things we've used before. If we look at the second one up, the advanced, it still requires the basic, so we might as well go ahead and just make that basic. Now, first thing we got to build is this base. We built this base for most of our machines, so we just need 4 steel, which we have. Bing, bang, boom. What else do we need? Lost my cubes. Cubes. There we go. An osmium and 4 glass. Dang it, Bobby. Got any glass down here? You do. Perfect. And an osmium. We're going to need to get some more osmium going. I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and do that. Osmium, platinum, osmium. Let's make it 20. And we'll get some of that cooking. Alright, so do we have what we need to make a base? Where my cubes go? I don't like that they keep moving. I wish they would just stay still, dang it. Alright, So there's our centerpiece. We need 2 iron, 4 redstone. So there's your 4 redstone. There's your 2 iron. And we're going to need 2 tablets. So tablets are gold. I remember that much of them. Then it's redstone and alloy. Okay, so 4 redstone. So 4. And then we're going to be a little short, so we're going to need to open up some of this. Good. 2, 3, 4. 4. Perfect. And then we need some alloy, which we have over here. Why y'all let me do stupid things again? Dang it. Oh, I tell you. I feel like I have brain damage sometimes. Alright, so we need more alloy. We've got more alloy. Perfect. Alright. We should be able to make some tablets. So, give me 2 of them sweet, sweet tablets. Beautiful. Now, these go in that pattern right there to give us an energy cube. Perfect. Now, these are pretty cool. They just hold power. That's all. Not very attractive. Now, you can take... these are where the power connectors connect, but these can be removed when you're not using them. And then it does look pretty cool, and I'll show you that here in a little bit once it gets some power in it. Those are still processing. Let's go ahead and get these cooking. Bingo, bango. But tell you what, we've got the basic, you know. We might as well go up from the 800,000 to the 3 point whatever million. Because it ain't that hard. We just need some more tablets, right? Do we have the resources for more tablets? I don't know. Let's see. So we can make those. We needed, was it 4 redstone, or redstone per? Yep. We needed some of these. I think that was about it, right? Bingo, bango. I was just looking for the tablet up here so I could just click on it straight. That'd make my life easier. There we go. And there we go. Okay, there we're most of the way there. We need 4 alloy and 2 osmium. So 2 osmium and 4 alloy. No problem, super easy. So if you're, and then of course we need our little guy here. So if you're gonna make the 800, you might as well go ahead and make the 3.2. Why you say I don't have this? I do have this, I say. I do. Okay, we're just going to hand build it. Occasionally in modded Minecraft things don't auto-populate as they should. That's cool to show you this stuff over here. So you can hand make it and things work. Now notice it turned from green to red. And now we've got the big dog energy cube. Well, partially big dog. What does it take to go up to the next one? Ooh, diamonds. These require diamonds. Okay, we're a little shallow on diamonds right now, I think. Yeah, a little bit. So I don't think it's worth going up to that yet. So what I want to do is make it daytime. And then we are going to pop outside. Make sure there's nothing bad out here that wants to murder my face, which there is. Hello. I'd like for you to get dead. Thank you. I would like for you to get dead. Anybody else? You're too far to be of bother. You're going to be dead. Cooked up in a minute. So we got little puffs of smoke everywhere from dead creatures. Fantastic. Nobody's going to come eat my face. Fantastic. Alright, so let's pop our energy cube down and get our solar panel, and we're just going to pop it on top. An energy cube is basically just a big old battery. And you see our little solar panel up here. If I click on it, you can see it is outputting 17.66 FE per tick, and it has sunlight. So we're making about 17 FE per tick, and that is shoving it in here, and we see that climbing ever so slowly. We're up to 9,000, 10,000. So this is the small little guy. So let's take him and combine him with some of his friends and make the big guy. Now, where did it go? There it is. Boom. Let's get rid of this garbo. Loot like a cluttery inventory. And we have the big guy. Now this is considerably bigger. Boom. Now you see it's got a cool little look to it. You know, it's not blocky like most Minecraft things are. Two big old panels up there. And we can see that it is producing 105. So significantly more than the 4 small ones combined. So it's definitely worth going into the advanced one. And you can see this guy jumping much, much quicker. So the reason, of course, we wanted a battery, you know, or one of these energy cubes, is because solar panels only work when it's sunny. You know, surprise, surprise. I know that just amazes you. But yeah, when it's not sunny, and i.e. nighttime, these guys don't work. They're useless. So we need something to get us through the night. So this will give us, you know, 3.2 million FE to hold us over through the course of the nighttime, which is excellent. So now we need to find a way to integrate our solar panel into the house. Are these all empty now? They are. So we can toss these away. And we're going to need these basic universal cables. And I would like to make some more. We used our steel though. We're going to need some more steel. Yeah. We're definitely going to need some more steel. Let's get that cooking. Actually... Ooh, hello. Forgot about you. Let's do 16 steel. So just like we did with the redstone, we can do with the coal. We can make the enriched carbon. And then we can double up on this stuff too. Now that I've got the resources, it's easy peasy. And we're going to use all that anyway. So I'm going to need to actually make 2 more, because remember we have to pass it through twice. I did forget about that. So let's go ahead and make 2 more of those. Alright, in the meantime, let's get up on the roof and get our solar panel placed somewhere. It makes sense to have it on this side over here by the machines. We do have a middle, but I think I'm going to want 2 solar panels at the end of the day. See, this should be, let's see, that's decorative, that's the back wall. Our machine should be not here, but they should be right there. So this is where the power would be, but that's kind of decorative. So I think we will come in maybe here. Yep, that's where our machines are. So let's take our one solar panel and put it right there. Oh, I forgot we're working on half slabs. That's a thing. So we'll have to do something like that. So he is cranking out the energy now. And we'll make a second one and place it right there. You do have to be a little careful because the machine does extend out a block in all directions. You see how it overhangs the post? So it actually takes up a 3x3 space at the upper level up here, so you want to be careful of that. And let's bring this universal cable in like so and get it down into the house there like that. Perfect. These little guys make the cutest noises. I've never really interacted with foxes much in my previous Minecrafting, and they just make adorable noises. That lantern is in a very bad place. Do I have another one? I do. So what I can do is put one there. And then take this guy down. Wow, that takes a long time to break. And gimme. You can go there. And then I can bring these over here like these. And that will connect that solar panel to our power, to all of our machines to power them. Fantastic. So we'll put those in, move that over, start making some more steel so we can make some more cables. Now we are going to need to, because we're not running off of the connective power of this coal generator anymore, just by the fact that it's touching these machines. In fact, let's just pull it out. These top machines are no longer powered. We're going to have to physically power them by running cable to them like this. Now all of our machines are powered. Perfect. So we can sit down here, get juiced up. Makes funny noises. Perfect. Now, I need to decide where to put this energy cube. Our battery. Right there where the slab would be a good place, but you can't see it do its cool little party trick. I do like to see it do its party trick. So let me show you what that is. I probably will end up putting it up there. Well, I would like it down here too, for that matter. If we break that and put it here. What you want is it to be in between two cables. The feed in from your power and the feed down to your machines. You want it to live in the middle. I think even maybe up one more would be better. I don't know if I can touch that one. It'll all make sense, guys. It'll make sense. Give me a second. Let my brain work here. It's a slow process. Alright, so there we go. Now it's connected to our power up there. And that'll power the machines. So, let me show you its party trick. It's got a little bit of power and it's actually still powering up. But I want to make this disappear. In order to do that, I'm going to click on the side config. And we see that you've got the top, which is an input, the left, the right, the bottom. I think this is back and front or front and back. I can't remember. Let's turn this one off. Yeah, that's the back. So this is the front. I'm going to turn this one off. It's currently set to output. I'm going to turn it off too. And now you see there's a big old hole there where machine used to be. We can also turn off the left and right because they're not needed. You don't have to do this, but I enjoy doing it. You can see the faintest little hint of a cube spinning inside of here. And as this gets more power, that cube is going to become more obvious. The more power that's held inside the cube, the more easily you can see that spinning cube. It looks really cool when it's up in there doing its little thing. The other thing you can do with this cube is, you know how we've been having to stand on this and charge up our atomic disassembler? and it charges kinda slow, but we don't need this anymore because we can just put the atomic disassembler in our cube. If you put it in the plus, it charges. If you put it in the minus, it discharges. It'll empty. So that's a handy little way to charge it up, and it charges much, much quicker as long as there's power in the cube, which we have, so it's all good. We can put these away, we can put this away. Now it is getting dark, so you're going to see that this is not charging anymore. So we need to make it daylight. Easy enough to do. And now he's charging again. So unfortunately you can hear it going whoa, 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 whoa. He's not processing because he hasn't got any power yet. He'll get some in a minute. All of these cables have to be filled up, so the system's struggling to fill all the machines back up with power. But it's fine. It'll get there. It'll get there. So don't you worry your pretty little head. Oh, I guess I should set this to output instead of input. That would be smart. That would help. There we go. Don't you worry your pretty little head. I'll figure it out eventually. So we got osmium. Fantastic. Put that in there. And we've got room for more machines. Awesome. And we can basically have a whole wall of machines because we can just run these little universal cables all around here. So, and it's running this and still has enough to be charging. Very, very cool. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to make another solar generator. So we have two up there. Let's see how our one looks up there. Can't even see it from here, so that's kind of cool. From over here, that's not too bad. I can work with that. And I said it does inside the house make that whoa, whoa, whoa sound, which I really don't like. And then, you know, in Mekanism you can shut these machines up. There's mufflers you can put on them, but you can't shut up the solar panels. That part kind of sucks. But let me go ahead and get a few more solar panels made. And get that other one placed up on the roof. Okay, in process of making some more solar panels, I did decide to go ahead and move my machines around a little bit, mainly so I can get stuff. I can process ores all the way to ingots without having to fiddle fart around with moving them myself. So you see I crafted up some vanilla Minecraft barrels. These are great because they don't need, they can have something over the top of them and still be opened. Now this machine can feed into this machine. This is our enrichment chamber. Remember, we put the ore in here. It turns it into the powder. So 2 powder. Each one ore turns into 2 powder. Those 2 powder get shoved over to this machine, and these 2 machines can talk to each other and spit items between them. You just have to configure it. The output on this side with auto eject on by just flipping this little lever, or this little padlock looking thing here. And on this machine you just have to set the input to the opposite side where that machine is. And then this guy can output into here without any problem at all. Same thing, you just have to say output, auto eject on, and it'll dump stuff in here. What you cannot do is have this machine pull from this barrel. That will not work. So he can push into him, he can push into him. But he cannot pull from here, nor can he push because he's not a smart machine. If he is a smart machine, he could push, but he can't pull from a non-machine. So we have to make a cable to do that. So I've got some logistical cable here, right here, logistical transporters. This is the cable within Mekanism that transports material. Remember, we made this in the last episode by accident, and you can see I've got it connected, and it's connected to the barrel down here. But you notice, you know, and it is connected to the machine on this side, but it's not moving items. The reason it's not is because I haven't set this side to pull items out of this vanilla Minecraft barrel. I don't have to set anything on the machine side because those settings are managed by the machine up in here. But because this is not a machine, it's a vanilla Minecraft barrel, I do have to tell it what to do, either put items in or take items out. So I need to tell it to pull items out of that barrel. In order to do that, I have to make a device called a configurator. This little guy right here. So let's go ahead and make one of those real quick. It's not hard by any means. You need to make yet another one of these things. You can see I've already started getting material together for our new solar panels. I need 2 alloy, 3 redstone. Do I have any alloy made up? I do not, so we're just going to use 2 from here. And I'll just have to make more. Boom. There we go. Configurator, tablet. Now anything that has a tablet in it tells you it runs off power. So we are going to need power to run this guy. So we need 2 more alloy and a stick. So let's get a stick. And another 2 alloy. And a piece of lapis lazuli. But we only need 1. Boom, boom. Done. Up here. There we go. Let's go ahead and make our configurator. Now we're going to take him over to our energy cube, which is getting pretty darn full. We're going to fill her up. And you can start to see that cube spinning around up there. Actually, let's jump up there and take a look because it does look cool. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that cool? So by removing those panels, you actually get to see it, which I like to do. And I notice a lot of people don't do that in their packs. They, when they're playing, they leave those side panels on. I don't think a lot of people know you can remove that and actually see that cool looking cube up there. So let's see if our configurator's done. It is. So we're going to come back down here. Hold our configurator. We're going to sneak into this little space. And actually, let me see if I have any. I want to do an example up here where you can actually see what's happening, because this can get a little tricky if you're not careful. Now I'm just going to use vanilla chests because they work the exact same way as the barrels or any other thing for that matter. So if I have a chest here and I want to move items to a chest here, and by the way, I have a whole video on this, a whole tutorial on this on my channel if you want to go watch it. If I remember, I'll try to link it down yonder about how to move items in Mekanism. So we take our configurator, and when you mouse over it, see the little wireframe box that appears right in the middle of this cable? See, if I move up, the wireframe box goes away. I move down, it comes back. You see it? This we don't want to worry about. What we do want to worry about is the side. See this little third right here? It's actually less than a third. It's about a quarter. So this is about a half, and then there's another quarter here. This all makes up one block. The little piece, the big piece, and the next little piece. And then the 2 little pieces connect together, start a new block, big block, little block. You see that? So this is where we want to make the configuration changes in this little block. We're going to shift and click. Now, you notice down in the bottom left corner it says it's configured to push, and it looks like an arrow pointing into the chest. So this I want to be our pull chest. This is where I want to put items in here and have them move over to here. So I need to set this to pull instead of push. So I'm going to shift and click again. And now it looks like an arrow pointing that way, which is saying to pull. And it also, of course, says it in the bottom left corner. Pull items out of here, put them in over here. So if we take items, we'll just grab some dirt. And we drop them in here. We can now see that they're moving along the path and showing up over here because we have this guy set to pull. Now notice we did not need to set this side to insert or to push. Because this is a storage device, it'll just accept it anyway. Most things you don't need to set to push material into them. There are a few, they're really rare, so we won't dig into them too deep. But you do almost always have to set to pull if it's not a mechanism machine. So if it's a mechanism machine, you can control it from within the machine. Everything else you have to set to pull. And you see the whole stack is now been moved over. Very cool. So we're going to do that down here so that that will pull out of that barrel and move it into our machine. So I got to get up in here and hit that little 1/4 piece. So here's our wireframe block, the half a block. There's our quarter way up there. So I'm going to shift and click. We set it to push. Click again. We set it to pull, and now you see the material moving, and the machine has started working. So if we come up here, you see that the machine is processing, and it is moving the items over to here. You have the dust. Now the dust is being processed, turning into ingots, and being pushed over here into this barrel. So I can put whatever I want to be cooked up. I had 20 iron and 16 gold. So it's going to process all this iron, ship it all the way down the line, then it's going to start processing the gold, shipping it all the way down the line. So at the end of the day, I'll have 40 iron and 32 gold sitting down over here in this chest once it's all said and done. Very cool. So I want to show you a quick little trick. I need some more sand to make the glass for the solar panels, and I really don't want to go tear up my beach anymore. Nor do I want to go drive around looking for sand. Cool thing you can do with a mechanism crusher is you can turn gravel into sand. You put gravel in the crusher, it will smash it down and become sand. How cool is that? You say, oh, I don't have gravel, or I'm using it for concrete, I don't want to mess that up either. Well, you can take cobblestone, drop it in there, same crusher, doing its little thing, and it will turn the cobblestone into gravel. Then, of course, you can turn the gravel into sand. So you could set up 2 crushers, one here turning in, cobblestone into gravel, and then one here, that feeds it right into here, one that, pushes that gravel into here, turns that gravel into sand. Basically have you a little setup just like this, and it feeds all the way over, and you wind up with big sand down on the end. That's an option. Me, I've got tons of gravel, so I'm just going to let it process the gravel. Alright, we got enough for our second one. There we go. Let's go pop him up on the roof. And we should be good to go for a little while, power-wise anyway, till we get some bigger machines. These should handle these machines and several more without any problem whatsoever. And I did forget to bring a slab and cable. Dang it, Bobby. Let's go get that. Get in the door. There we go. Universal cable. Do I have any more? I do. And slabs. Do I have any polished? I have andesite slabs, but I need polished. There we go. Perfect. And we will pop those on the roof. Boop, 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 boop. And let's drop this guy down there so he's not floaty. And let's drop this guy right there. Perfect. And look at that, totally full. So it is going to be really hard for us to run out of power, at least here in the early game. So that's awesome. But I'm sure I'll find a way. Excelente. And I tell you, once you make the configurator, it is something I just carry with me all the time because you never know when you're going to need it. And you always seem to need it at the most inconvenient times. So just bring it with you always and you'll be good to go. But I do think that is gonna do it for this episode. Oh, this armor is looking baller. But I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me as always. And until next time, y'all get out there and make some noise. See ya.